So you've learned the moves, you've practiced the drills, but now it's time to put it all together. In this explainer, we are building your complete system for advanced debate strategy. This is where it all clicks. You ready? Let's go.
First things first, get this idea out of your head. Luck has nothing to do with it. In a competitive debate, winning is never, ever a roll of the dice. It's the result of a plan.
That's right. Every single debate that's won is built on a solid foundation of strategy. It's like a blueprint that guides every move you make, from that very first sentence to your final winning point.
And here's the best part. You already have all the tools you need to build that blueprint. We're just going to show you exactly how to put all those pieces together to create a strategy that wins.
Okay, so let's start with the absolute basics. What do we even mean when we say strategy in a debate? Because this is the core of the entire system.
You know, what's really important here is that word choose. Strategy isn't about just throwing every argument you can think of against the wall to see what sticks. No way. It's about making smart, deliberate decisions. Which arguments matter most? Which attacks do you need to focus on? What's the story you're telling the judge? It's your roadmap to a win.
Okay, so now we know what strategy is. Let's get practical. How do you actually build a winning plan, from the ground up? Let's pull back the curtain on the blueprint.
These 4 steps, these are the pillars for everything you're going to build. First, you got to know where you're going. What's the one big idea the judge has to believe? Second, you pick your best arguments, the ones that'll get you there. Third, you have to think ahead. What is your opponent going to throw at you? And finally, you have to be ready to explain why your side is better. You got to compare your world to theirs and prove you come out on top.
Look, having a great plan is a fantastic start, but a debate is a live event, right? It's not a rehearsal. So how do you take that blueprint and actually use it to win in the moment? Let's talk about mastering the game while you're in it.
Think about it like a championship boxing match. Your arguments, that's your offense. Your jabs, your hooks. That's how you score points. But if you're all offense, you're going to get knocked out flat. That's where defense comes in. That's you protecting your case, blocking and parrying your opponent's attacks. The absolute best debaters are masters of both. They just weave them together seamlessly to control the fight and, well, win it.
Now this, right here, is a game-changing idea. There is no one-size-fits-all strategy in debate. The plan that absolutely crushes it in a debate about economics, it's going to get you destroyed in a debate about foreign policy. You have to be a chameleon. You have to adapt your approach every single time.
And while we're on the subject, here are a few traps that even the best debaters can fall into. But if you know them, you can avoid them. Number 1, losing focus and getting dragged into small, pointless arguments. 2, not actually engaging with the biggest points of disagreement. 3, making fuzzy comparisons that don't land. And 4, being too stubborn, just sticking to a plan that clearly isn't working. Avoid these and you are well on your way.
So, we've talked a lot about the theory, but what does this all look like when it's actually happening? Let's see how a really strategic debater puts all of these pieces together to win.
Just watch a top-level debater. You'll see they don't get stuck in every little fight. They pick their battles. They focus on the arguments that are going to have the biggest impact. And they don't just block attacks, they use them as a chance to make their own case even stronger. But most importantly, they aren't just giving a speech. They are shaping the entire debate, guiding the judge step by step to the only conclusion possible, a win for their side.
And that's really the bottom line, isn't it? Anyone can get up and talk, but a strategic debater, they don't just talk, they build. They use their words to construct this solid case, piece by piece, until it's an unshakable argument that just wins the judge over.
Okay, you've seen the system, you've seen it in action, now it's your turn. Let's put these new strategic skills of yours to the test. Seriously, take a minute and think about this one. If you had to argue for school uniforms, what would your winning strategy be? What's your main goal? What are your strongest arguments? What do you think the other side is going to say? And how are you going to prove your world is better? Go on, pause this and actually map it out. This is where you really start to learn.
All right, pop quiz time. Question 1. What is strategy? Is it A, planning your path to win, B, speaking loudly, or C, memorizing facts? If you picked A, you are absolutely right. Strategy is all about that plan, that roadmap. Speaking loudly and memorizing facts might help, sure, but without a strategy, it's all just noise.
Okay, question 2. Why must you adapt your strategy? Is it A, because all topics are different, B, to confuse the judges, or C, to save preparation time? And the answer, of course, is A. Every single debate is a brand new puzzle. You need a new approach to solve it.
Excellent work. You have just powered through a complete crash course in advanced debate strategy. You've got the tools, you've got the knowledge, you are ready. So what's the final piece of the puzzle?
Let that sink in for a second. You now have a complete system for thinking strategically about any debate on any topic. From setting goals to picking arguments, from predicting moves to adapting on the fly, you've got the blueprint.
But here's the thing. A brilliant strategy is only as good as your ability to actually sell it. And that's why, next time, we're moving beyond the X's and O's and into the art of persuasion. We're going to explore the psychology of influence and teach you how to not just win the argument on paper, but win over the person judging it. Get ready to unlock the real secrets of a persuasive debater.